Welcome. Intruders was released in 2016 and was directed by Adam Schindler. It stars Beth Riesgraf and Rory Culkin. It is about Anna, who suffers from agoraphobia, and intruders enter the house and she cannot leave. I'm here with my friend, Austin Michael. As you guys have seen from other videos, we did Pan's Labyrinth and Sputnik.
Sputnik, yeah. Great.
So, this is the first time we're not doing a foreign film.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. We'll have to get back to that.
That's true, we do have to get back to that, but, I think this is a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
even though it wasn't foreign.
Agreed. I enjoyed it. I did. Lots of pros, some cons, but overall, good movie, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think for one, we're going to start with our first con, which is the trailer. It spoils way too much.
Yeah. It would have been so much more suspenseful in certain areas if you didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched the trailer, don't.
Yeah.
Just go watch the movie. It'll be way more suspenseful if you just go watch it.
Yeah, and right off the bat, we're recommending it, and we want to go into some spoilers, so we both recommend the movie, we both think it's pretty good. So here's your official spoiler warning. Boom, on the screen, and here we go. So the trailer decides to spoil the fact that Anna has a little bit of a weird past.
Yeah.
And she basically hunts down and murders the intruders.
Yes, exactly. So they break into her house to try to get all her money, and it turns out that she has this whole basement that turns into basically like a torture chamber. And she ends up killing one of them, trapping the rest down there, and it just that was such a big thing to spoil, I think.
Yeah, and it was weird because it was maybe 45 seconds into the trailer, and then it starts showing that.
Yeah.
And I remember I said right aloud, I was like, that seems like that's a really big spoiler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely don't watch the trailer if you're going to watch this movie. But you're already watching the spoiler review, so...
it's too late.
It's too late. If you already watched it and you saw that spoiler, sorry, but I don't think it took away that much.
Yep.
I think there was a lot more twists to be had, a lot more things that we learned.
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate that really big moment got spoiled.
Yeah. There were a lot of other things to enjoy. The acting was really good. I really enjoyed the character, the guy with the beard.
Oh, Perry?
Yeah, Perry.
Yeah.
His character was funny.
Yeah, it was weird because he was he's one of the intruders, but he's the meanest one. They're don't kill her. He kills a bird in the movie, so he's supposed to be the rough and tough one. But he was the funniest character.
Yeah, he was funny. There were some parts where you're just wow, this guy's a total jerk. When he smashes the bird's head with a hammer. But still, he's overall just a funny character. He had some really good lines, I think.
Yeah, and even before he killed the bird, he was talking to it. He was I don't think she's gonna come out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, definitely he was great. I mean, our main character of Anna.
Yeah.
She was fantastic.
Yeah, she was really good.
Believable performance. I think that would be
Definitely. You wouldn't have suspected that this was what was gonna happen. She really played the part well of someone who just wants to be left alone, doesn't really want to mess or be messed with, and then it just takes a complete turn. And she still maintains that part of her character, even though she's
going psycho.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the best way to describe her shift is the movie Psycho with Norman Bates. How he just has that little thing in his head that switches on.
Yeah.
It was after she killed the first guy. Was it Vance? His name?
Yep, Vance.
Yeah. When she killed Vance, it was that switched on. She was oh, time to start the torture chamber.
Yep. And she drags him down there, and then they follow, and they're locked.
I did wonder how did she drag the body down there and not?
Yeah, because there were two sets of stairs, right?
Yeah.
So she was upstairs. And then there's the main floor, and then the basement. She got him down to the basement without them hearing. They only heard the guy's head clunking on the basement stairs. And
yeah, and not the upstairs stairs, like
exactly.
to go to the middle. So that was probably
that was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few continuity errors.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them you can overlook. I felt there wasn't one that was like, oh, this was bad. I think it was more so like, man, this is weird, but I'll accept it. Like the one random staircase behind that, like the washer and dryer, that just led to a weird box on the main floor.
The layout of the house was really weird. It was like there were stairs in random places, and like that weird crawl space behind the freezers, and
very weird layout of the house. One thing I want to talk about, though, is when everything's starting to be revealed, how we find out about how dad abused her and how her brother killed the dad. In that part, right before we find that out, when, what's his name? When it's Dan, and is it DJ? What's his name?
PJ.
PJ.
Yeah, PJ.
PJ. They're in the room, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna figure this out. I like puzzles. I was like, that was a weird line. But then he just deduces everything perfectly. I was like, how? How did you figure that out?
Yeah. That was a little like, how would he have known that? Or, even guessed that, but.
And it wasn't like he was like a bumbling idiot character. It was just, it felt too smart, is like the best way to word it. How did he figure all of this out? And then she was like, no, you got it wrong. And he's like, no, I didn't. She was like, darn.
Yeah, and then she passes him the folder with all the pedophiles that they were filming. That's major spoilers. But.
That is, well, we're doing the spoiler warning. So. So we find out that the brother and her had a little bit of a thing of murdering pedophiles because their father was a pedophile and would sexually assault them.
Yeah.
So that was a fun little reveal that we got. And it got really weird at the end when PJ was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this like your daddy used to do.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't look like he was actually gonna rape her.
No.
He was just he just took the pillowcase, I think, and wrapped it around her neck. Mm-hmm. At first I was like, oh, is he actually about to rape her?
Yeah. I was waiting to hear like a little like, zoop. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. No, but he didn't.
He doesn't. Well, he doesn't get the chance to, also.
True.
Because she kills him.
Yes.
Yeah, she takes the gun from his waistband.
Yeah, he tucked it like down the front of his pants, and then she...
I feel like he would have felt that, though.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of a stupid move. Mm-hmm. First of all, like, he had the gun right there.
Yeah, he had it like perfectly right there. Dan came in at the perfect time where he was talking to him, and then she just went into his pants and grabbed it out. I know he felt like a tickle or something like that. There's no way you're gonna tell me he didn't feel anything.
Yeah, and it was loaded, it was cocked, and he just forgot about it. Mm-hmm. And then, he's choking her out, and she just grabs it and shoots him.
Yeah, which that was fun. Yeah. I mean, after he started saying the weird things, I was like, I kind of want you to die now.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it's weird because you feel bad for Anna in the beginning when the intruders come in, and then she basically starts torturing them. And in a way, you kind of feel bad for PJ because he felt bad for her in the beginning when Perry was like being mean to her.
To be fair, they didn't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
They just wanted to go get the money. They thought she was gone.
Yeah, so Perry was the one who was like, yeah, we're gonna hurt her because she's here.
Yeah.
It was Vance and PJ that never wanted to hurt her.
Yeah. Perry was definitely getting a little kinky.
Yeah, he was. He was getting a little kinky. I do love, though, his death scene.
Yeah, that's good.
They had a lot of like false, like little, like, oh, she could be behind them. Oh, no, she isn't yet. Yeah. But I felt like they did the weakest time for her to be behind him. Yeah. But it was she does like a whole like boom right in the back of his head.
I thought it was cool that he didn't die like completely at first.
Yeah.
It took a minute for him to actually like start gushing blood and then he dies. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
I thought that was cool too. Because I feel like in most movies, either she'll hit him once and then it's just like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Or like they just start bashing the brain in. Yeah. And that wasn't in her character to do that.
Right. Exactly.
So I like how he was able to still be functional for like 30 seconds to a minute after.
Yeah. and then he tries to kill her, and then he ends up dying. I thought it was nice how they did that. It was definitely cool. Not very typical, to do things like that.
Oh, one thing that was like weird continuity that I did notice that. So after she kills him, well, as she's getting choked out, blood is just pouring into her mouth and all over her face, which was disgusting.
Oh yeah.
But this lawyer comes in, and she has to get upstairs quickly. And by the time, like, maybe a minute has passed, and the blood's completely gone from her face.
It's not that easy to get blood off.
Yeah.
Like, it was dripping all over her.
And it was, like, gushing onto her face. I was like, I feel like that's not.
Yeah.
And she had, like, a little, like, scarf over her, like, covering, like, the blood.
Yeah, because she had blood on her clothes, so she put something over her. That is one question I have, is it feels like, to me, the lawyer, like, I feel like they just left the lawyer hanging when it comes to the story. Like, there was no real resolution with the lawyer or anything.
Yeah, it was like, sign this contract because your brother would want you to. And she's like, nah.
Yeah, and then...
That's it.
Exactly. And then, she comes back and she hears the pounding from below.
From Dan.
Yeah, and so the main character, what's the main character?
Anna.
Anna says that Dan is fixing the radiator or whatever, but you can tell the lawyer knows something sketchy is going on.
Yeah.
And then nothing comes of it.
Yeah, they left out the lawyer's like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Bye.
Exactly. So you're like thinking she's gonna call the cops or she's gonna, go get help or something.
Yeah.
And that part it just feels like that was a loose end. They didn't.
But also, when she was like, I see Dan's car is here, she didn't notice the other big van from the other guys and questioned who they were. She was like, oh, Dan. Oh, Dan.
Yeah. So.
I did want a little budding romance between Anna and Dan.
I think it was there. It was there, but I guess Anna felt betrayed.
Anna did feel betrayed, and I don't blame her for feeling betrayed after everything she's been through. And I think she did kind of save him in the fact of when he was like, how would your brother punish this? And she just breaks two of his fingers. I think the brother would have killed.
Yeah.
And I think that was her way of helping him.
Yeah.
Do you have any other cons?
I don't have any other cons. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like we did a pretty good breakdown of it, but at the most simple level, good movie.
Yes.
Pretty good home invasion. I'd put it up there with one of the better ones that I've seen. Better than The Purge and all of those. I don't think it's better than Hush. I do like Hush a little bit more than this. Overall, I'm going to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. What would you give it?
Yeah, I'm also going to give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it's a fair grade. I think the biggest cons were the continuity in the end. And it's funny because before we start recording, we were like, we don't think the continuity errors were that bad. Yeah. But as we talked about it, there was more and more that added up.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
We do recommend it though. It's on Amazon Prime, it's on Vudu. I don't know if it's anywhere else. If it is, watch it there. Yeah. But yeah, so thank you, Austin Michael, for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Definitely we're going to do a foreign film next time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's our niche.
The foreign films recently have been like superb.
Oh yeah, Sputnik was so good. Which, did I ever tell you that someone commented on the video and explained the thing we didn't understand with going back to the orphanage?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So spoiler warning for Sputnik very quickly if you watch that video. So when it was flashing back, we didn't know that. We thought it was the son. It wasn't. It was the main girl because she grew up in an orphanage.
Really?
Yeah, and the way they showed that was the shoes because they showed in earlier shots her wearing the same shoes.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to rewatch that.
Yeah, I read the comment. I was like, oh.
That would definitely make more sense.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Because I think that was like our biggest problem that they were like, how did it connect?
Yeah, we were like, what's up with this kid?
Yeah. Like, why are we going back? Why are they trying to get the box?
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Okay.
I just remember us being like, what?
Yeah, we couldn't figure that out. It was like, okay. That makes more sense. I'll have to rewatch it and, see if it pieces together better.
Yeah. Pieces better together now.
Yeah.
But alright, thank you again for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And thank you everyone for watching this video. Be on the lookout for more reviews in the future. But let's flash forward to the next reveal.